John asked, good evening. What happened to the exponential growth expected for Bitcoin after the Taproot runout or Taproot rollout? So, John, good evening to you too. This is a very good question, I would say, because one of the big stories of the past week was that Taproot was successfully rolled out. Now, in the run-up to that last week, we did see a new all-time high for Bitcoin, and then the price fell afterwards. So I've been very vocal about my bullishness for Bitcoin with Taproot. I remain very bullish on Bitcoin because Taproot will increase its functionality, its utility. So it's already managed to get an awful lot of value, accumulated to it, and this is only going to make it more useful in the future. And that's one of the reasons why I'm very bullish on it. Similarly, I think because Taproot combines, it's a mix of different things, but one of the things it does is allow for greater privacy when using smart contracts with Bitcoin, and I think that's going to create a narrative around privacy, which is going to lead to another boom in the privacy coins, which have not been nearly so loved as some of the other cryptocurrencies out there. But that's on a much more speculative side. So, John, in answer to your question, I would say while Bitcoin has pulled back quite sharply over the past week, I remain quite bullish on it. As Christmas comes along, I am getting some sort of vibes of Christmas 2017 here. One should remember that during the past rollout of a big upgrade, which was segregated witness back in 2017, we did see a sell-off after it was announced. In fact, we saw plenty because the volatility was simply so high. But at the same time, it really was a very bullish catalyst for Bitcoin. So that would be my take on it. John, what's your take on Bitcoin over the past week? Because you're much more skeptical on the Bitcoin side than me, though of course you will definitely honor the Bitcoiners' arguments.
Yeah, look, I mean, I think the simplest explanation is a market explanation: buy the rumor, sell the fact. To the effect or to the extent that Lightning is innovative, that Taproot is innovative, that these things make it easier to use Bitcoin, they make it less expensive to use Bitcoin, you'd think those would be positive. Okay, fine. But Bitcoin being a market with a price like anything else, it is subject to traditional market dynamics. And therefore, buy the rumor, sell the fact could be the simplest explanation here. And that's my best answer. Thinking more generally, though, about the future and whether Taproot will enable the Bitcoin price to get back into a meaningful uptrend following this modest correction, look, it's tough. The problem with Lightning, the problem with Taproot is not that they're not sensible sensible possible solutions to some of the issues that have arisen given the growth of the Bitcoin network and the costs that arise growing and maintaining that network. They are attempts to address that, but whether the sacrifices they make, that is to potentially create nodes of centralization within what is supposed to be, according to the abstract, the very first paragraph of Satoshi Nakamoto's original paper, a purely decentralized network, there's a cost benefit here. There's a cost benefit between decentralization and the cost thereof, and centralization and the cost thereof. And everyone has to make up their own mind, in a way, where they want to be on that cost benefit spectrum. And Lightning and Taproot are attempts to give you new spots along that spectrum on which you can operate.
Yep.
And so, okay, fine. Let's let the market evolve. Let's let these competing solutions duke it out. Or to the extent they're complementary. I mean, that doesn't mean that they're 100% complementary. And so I think this is the way technology should evolve. And with respect to where we are currently in Bitcoin, I don't think anyone can still deny. For a while, some people were, but I don't think anyone can still deny that Bitcoin in its raw form as a medium of exchange is prohibitively expensive. I think pretty much everyone sees that now. I think everyone realizes there has got to be points of centralization on the blockchain if we're ever going to be able to use it in a cost-efficient way as a medium of exchange. So here we go. We've clearly moved on. And that's good. It's good that we've moved on. More power to these people trying to find a way forward. However, I have yet in my own mind to come to a resolution that the underlying problem is truly solvable. And by underlying problem in this case, I mean a truly decentralized and truly anonymous medium of exchange that can be practically used for acceptable cost, regardless of where you are in the world, et cetera, et cetera. I'm not yet convinced it's doable. I'd like to think it is, but I am skeptical. I remain unconvinced.